Hello there. Have you been in such a situation where you thought there was no way out? Have you been in a place where it was so dark there was no gleam of hope? Have you been in a situation where it all you could see was hopelessness, despair? Well, I've been in a situation like that, and I'm here to tell you that if only you will do what I'm about to say at the end of this video, you will be able to use your pain as a ladder for you to ascend, as a ladder for you to become victorious. So let's dive right into this topic. So today I'm here to tell you that we are all seeds. We are seeds, like yes, the seed in every fruit. There is a seed in every fruit, okay? So someone said you can count the number of seeds in an apple, but you cannot count the number of apples in a seed. We are seeds and we have the potential to achieve a lot. We have a potential to be a lot, to be the true versions of ourselves. We were created to be fruitful and to multiply. But because we do not create the right environment for ourselves, we remain dormant. We refuse to achieve our true potentials. So, what is a seed? A seed contains a miniature plant which is called an embryo. And if you do the human anatomy, a little baby is also called an embryo. So it goes far to tell you that a seed, we are like seeds. We are like seeds, and inside inside of every person, there is the potential to become great. The greatest tree we have today was once a seed. It was once a little seed, and today it has become the greatest tree because it used its environment to become great. And today I'm going to be showing you how you can use your environment, your situation, your condition, things that surround you to become great. A seed has enough food in it to survive its initial life. So inside inside you are the potentials for you to be able to thrive through the initial stages of your life and of an idea. If you have an idea, inside that idea there is enough potential, there's enough food, there's enough resources for you to thrive, for you to to start growing. And it is when you've grown to the extent that you start getting resources from other places, then you sprout out of that seed and you see that the idea starts to become bigger. And the quote protects the content of the seed. The coat of the seed is meant to protect the content of the seed. So the embryo, let's talk about the embryo. The embryo, this is the life of the seed. It is in the embryo that you find the miniature plant that we're talking about. Everyone possesses a giant inside himself or herself. There is a giant within you that needs to be unleashed, but it needs the right environment for it to unleash. So if you do not give the giant the right environment, it will still be at the state of an embryo. It will still be at the state of a baby. There is a giant in you that is waiting for the right conditions to be unleashed. So what are you waiting for? Give it the right conditions, give it the right situations it needs for it to unleash, to become the ultimate version of yourself. That idea that you have, it might seem small, but all it needs is the right environment, a fertile ground, and it will start growing. An idea may start small, but has the potential to become great. That idea that you have, you might think, oh, it's not important, it doesn't matter. but all it needs is the right environment for it to start or to become great. And there's a food bank in every resource, in every idea. There is a food bank for the initial growth of your idea. And for you as a person, so we're discussing the seed as both you as a person and as both as also as an idea as well. So for you as a person, whatever you are going through, there is enough resources around you to help you move out of that situation only if you will look deeper. In the seed, there is a food bank for the seed, for the initial growth of the seed, so that the seed does not have to look outside for food. Within the same seed, there is food already, there is resources for the seed to grow. So within you, there is already resources that are available for you to grow. All you have to do is look deeper. All you have to do is look deeper, and you'll find these resources. So, once germination is activated, the resources necessary for growth can be found within the seed. Within yourself, you will find resources for you to grow. Within your idea, you have a little idea. Within that same idea, you find the resources available in that idea for you to grow, for that idea to become bigger. So, the seed also has a coat. The seed is made out of three things: the embryo, the food bank, and the coat. The seed has a coat around it. What is the coat for? The coat is for protection. And why would you protect something? You protect something that is valuable. So, to that idea of yours, you need to protect your ideas. You need to protect your ideas. That's why you have patenting of ideas. You have um, intellectual property protection. You need to protect your idea, because if it is not protected, worms will come and eat your embryo. People will come and steal your idea and move away with it and act as if it is there. So you need to protect your own. You need to protect your idea. That is why there is this coat on the seed. The skin is a covering, it's a protection for the inner organs of a human being. You have a skin that protects the inner organs of the human being. Whatever is precious in nature is protected. Earth is a precious planet. That is why we have the ozone layer that covers us and shields us from dangerous rays. We talk about um, treasures. Even human beings, when you have treasures, what do? You lock them in a vault. You lock them in a safe place, in a safe. Whatever is precious is protected. So you need to protect your idea, and you need to protect yourself. We're talking about a seed today as yourself and as an idea. You need to protect yourself. Okay, that's when we talk about protecting your body, protecting your soul, protecting your spirit. And then you need to protect your idea. Your ideas should be sacred. You should protect your ideas. Now, most seeds adapt to their environment. Most seeds adapt to their environment. Your idea should be adaptable. When you have an idea, it should be adaptable. It should be adaptable to your situation, to the environment in which you are. If you have an idea and it is not adaptable to your situation or to your environment, you see that that idea would not flourish. Seeds adapt to their environment. You, as a human being, should also adapt to your environment. If you're going through a hard time as a human being, learn to adapt, learn to accept what is happening, and look at those things that you can control. You can control your feelings, how you feel about that situation. If you're going through a hard time, when I was going through a hard time, I adapted. What I did was I controlled the way I felt about the hard time I was going through. I knew that I didn't have control over the things that were happening, but I had control over how I felt about what was happening to me. So the size of a seed does not necessarily show the size of a tree. Let's take the mustard seed, for example. The mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds that we know. Okay? But the mustard seed can grow to be a big tree. The mustard seed can grow to be a big tree. Okay? So in Matthew 13:31 and 32, it says, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in the field, which indeed is the least of all seeds, but when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, that so that the birds of the air come and lodge on the branches thereof. You see that the tree, when it is grown, so the seed must undergo a process. What you are going through right now is a process. The seed must undergo a process for it to become. He says, when it is grown, it is the greatest amongst herbs, and it becomes a tree. So for you to become a tree, you must undergo a process. Whatever hardship you're going through right now might just be a process to bring you to becoming the tree that you are meant to be. And when you become a tree, you see that the tree has it's become a tree, but it is giving value to birds. Even though these birds are not adding value to it, it is adding value to birds. Okay, the birds are lodging on its branches. The birds are enjoying. They have their nest built on its branches. They get food from the tree. Many things are happening. Even though the tree is not getting, there's no there's no nothing that the tree is getting from the birds. Maybe yes, we can talk about the manure that they can get from from the birds, but that is a little part of what, in comparison to what the birds are getting from the tree. So your idea is not for you. At the end of the day, your idea is to serve others. Your idea is to serve. And no matter how small your idea is today, hold on to it, nourish it. As it says, grow your idea, grow it to the extent where it will be of service to others. It will be of service to others. That is where the phrase, the seed of an idea comes from. Now, look at Facebook. Facebook started with face mash. It was face mash, and it was just a gathering of people, Mark and his friends in the college, and all they wanted to do is people liking photos, people sharing their photos, and other people liking them. But today, Facebook has grown to such a level that it is giving service, it is giving value to a lot of people, and even Mark cannot comprehend how the lives of people are being changed by the fact that he nourished his idea. Microsoft started by developing and selling basic interpreters for Altius 8800. 8800. Altius 8800 was just a computer without an interface. It was a computer. Yes, it could do marvelous things, but there was no interface. And Microsoft came up with an interface. It came up with an interpreter. It came up with a way in which you can understand what the computer was doing and how you can interact with the computer. And this idea has become a global idea. Um, Bill Gates himself cannot fathom the lives of people that have been changed, the amount of income that has come into the pockets of people. The fact that I'm talking to you through a computer is one of the evidence of the amount of the body of work that has been put into the computer. So you cannot phantom the amount of value that you'll be giving to people if you do not, if only you nourish your idea. When you nourish your idea, it will serve people and generations to come. We're not even talking about the financial benefits that come to you. So, what am I saying? Nourish your idea, nourish yourself. Okay. Amazon also started as a marketplace for books. All Jeff Bezos wanted to do was just to sell books. And today, Amazon is one of the greatest um, marketplaces in the world. So, that you have an idea doesn't mean that that is where the idea would end. Once you nourish that idea, there are a lot of possibilities that can come out of that idea. A seed can remain dormant for years until it is activated by the right conditions. A seed, a seed can you can have a seed, and if I put a seed on this table right now, that seed can remain on the table for years and years to come, and nothing will happen. But when it finds the right condition, when your idea finds the right condition, when that situation you're going through finds the right condition, you will flourish, you will blossom. Yes, all you need right now is the right condition. So the fact that, and the right conditions, most times, the right condition is that same situation that you're going through. The right condition for germination might be the hardship that you're going through, might be the torment that you're going through, the turmoil you're going through, the darkness you're going through. When a seed is planted, it is planted underneath the ground. Somebody said the tree grows in two directions, the gravitropic and the phototropic. So a tree is beautiful on the outside, but on the inside there is a lot of work that is put into the tree. You see, when you look at the roots of a tree, it doesn't look beautiful. That is the body of work. That is the work that is being put into the tree so that the tree will look beautiful, it will blossom. So that work that you are putting in right now, and it seems that you're not getting results, it seems that the results are not coming, does not mean that it is not beautiful. The beauty will come. The beauty would come. Just look at the roots right now, looking so shattered and scattered everywhere. But look at the top of it. It is beautiful. So that work you're putting in, okay? When a seed is buried, it is buried underneath the ground. What happens underneath the ground? Underneath the ground is dark. Underneath the ground is wet. Underneath the ground is uncomfortable. It is mushy. It is everything is disgusting. That might be what you're going through right now. But that doesn't mean that you will not germinate. That doesn't mean that you will not flourish. That doesn't mean that you will not blossom because your years of labor, the as you labor, your flourishing will begin. Your flourishing will begin. So, in the days of labor, do not despair. In the days of hardship, do not despair. In the days when it is dark, do not despair. In the days when there is pain, when the ailment is holding you down, do not despair. It is just your day of struggle. It is your day of planting. It's your day of going through the hard times so that you blossom. Okay. So what do you need to do in order to use your pain, in order to use your anguish, in order to use your turmoil, your darkness, your rainy days to flourish? If you must grow, you must look within yourself. For you to find the answers to your problems, you must look within. You must start looking within. God has deposited so much resources in you to grow and become great. So look within and you will find those answers. God has put everything that you need for you to grow. All you have to do is look within and you will find those answers. It is God's will that we prosper and be better. It is His will that we are the ultimate versions of ourselves. So, what you need to do is look within, because He has already deposited those things in you. Look within and begin to flourish. Life can be difficult, but those difficulty is one of the ingredients they're one of the ingredients to help you to become better, just like a seed. When a seed is planted, it is difficult. The ground is hard. It has to fight its way out in order for it to blossom. But it is because of that hardship that a tree becomes a tree. It is because of the hardship your idea will blossom. Most stories of successful people, if you hear their stories, they'll tell you about their hardship. They'll tell you about what they had to go through for them to become successful. If they did not have those hard challenges, if they did not have those blockades, if they did not have those barriers, they might not have blossomed the way they blossom. Your challenges are your stepping stones to victory. So I leave you with this morning, that your challenges are your stepping stone. Whatever you're going through right now, whatever you're going through, that is what you should use for you to blossom. The fact that I went through hard times is what I have used to blossom. It's what I have used as a stepping stone for me to step further in life and to go further. So you also going through this hard time, I am talking to you. You can use your challenges as a tool for you to grow. Your stories are valuable. Your stories are what will make you successful at the end of the day. So if you are going through a hard time, be of good cheers. Hold on to that story. Hold on to it, because tomorrow you're going to tell the story and people will want to listen, because you went through the hard times and you did not give up. You came out victorious. I hope this video blesses you and makes you better. See you next time. See you next week. Ciao.